What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today, we're gonna make some really good progress on Bobby's Evo 10 build. We might get the car done. We might hit the first start. I am in no rush at all with this car. I want everything to be perfect as could be, so we do not run into any more issues or any issues at all long-term like we have with her Subaru. Thank God that car's finally done, and we've been putting a lot of miles on it. It's been good so far. The first thing we need to get done is tackle the whole subframe. I want to get all that stuff mint. So let me go grab it, pull it out, and show you guys what we want to do today. All right, so here we have the entire subframe assembly, and the subframe itself is pretty rusty. A lot of rust forming up in here, so I want to go ahead and get this thing recoated. We will be powder coating it. What I need to do is go ahead and pull off the steering rack, all the control arms, pull off everything so it's just a bare subframe. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in our powder coat strip tank. Even though it is just paint, we could sandblast it off, but we already have the powder coat strip tank here, and it's gonna make it go a lot faster. And this thing will not fit in my oven. As you can see, it's pretty big, so it ain't gonna fit in the oven that we have or the sandblaster. So I need to run down to my buddy's place and we're gonna coat this thing there. First things first, let's just get this entire thing pulled apart, everything off of it, and at the end of the day, this thing should be looking mint once again. All right, we have the subframe in the strip tank. We're gonna let that sit for about 15 minutes, flip it over, and all the paint will be off. It does not pull off the rust. But now, this is the difficult part. It's always hard to know where to stop, especially with a car like this. It's not like that to where it never gets driven, and it's more or less a show car, right? This car is gonna be driven year round. I really do wanna just recoat everything. But then if we recoat all this, we might as well pull the trans and the transfer back out of the car and start to coat the cases. You guys see where I'm going with this. So I need to decide what exactly we're gonna redo and what we're not gonna redo. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the stuff cleaned up, and I guess everything that's rusty we'll recoat. The knuckles will most likely be recoated. I really wish we just had new hubs with bearings, but I don't. And I don't feel like waiting around for those because it's gonna take forever to come in. And then everything that's bad, like this boot right there, we'll go ahead and replace that. The rack is nice and tight, it doesn't leak at all, so that should just need a good cleaning. And yeah, just try to make all this stuff look as best as possible without spending 3 days on this project. We need to spend like a day max, because I want to get this damn thing done, and I'm sure Bobby wants it done too. Hey, I'm looking for two front, what can I think of what they're called? Hubs for a 2008 Mitsubishi Evo 10.
For $144.99?
So I'm debating replacing the front hubs. They're $145 a side. And that's secondhand, or not secondhand, but aftermarket stuff. Kind of expensive. So here is the subframe right out of the strip tank. It rusts immediately because there's no sort of coating on it. So let's head down, get this thing sandblasted, powder coated. We are gonna be powder coating it ink black, which is a high gloss black from Prismatic Powders. But yeah, let's hop in the truck and go get this thing refinished. Subframe turned out freaking perfect. Very excited about that. So I made up my mind. All I'm gonna do is recoat the spindle and the brake shield, the dust shield. There's no sense in replacing the hubs. The only reason I would do it is because of a little bit of surface rust, and for a couple $100 to get rid of some surface rust, it ain't worth it. So let's go ahead and pull the hubs off the spindle assembly. We gotta get these things in the stripper tank, get them sandblasted, and everything is gonna go that same ink black from Prismatic Powders. All right, so let's go ahead and get the subframe with the steering rack and sway bar back up in the car. Also gonna throw on the lower control arms. I'm not gonna throw on the spindles or the hubs or any of that stuff yet. We'll put that in later. It'll be a little bit easier that way. So we just gotta set some stuff back on the subframe, and we get that hanging up in the car and see how she looks. She'll look really, really nice. Well, I know it's not perfect because we did not have all the time in the world to do a full restoration on this car, but that turned out really, really nice compared to what we had before. Being that we're already gonna have the oven warm and the shop kind of messy from powder coat, we might as well powder coat the valve cover as well. So I'm not sure on the color of this purple. I don't know the exact color, but we did get some more powder in, and the powder that Bobby chose, thankfully, is still purple. So we're gonna be redoing the valve cover just because it got really scratched up, and we're gonna be doing it in Lollipop Purple. So let's go ahead and pull this thing back off the car. We gotta get the baffles out, and then we can get this thing stripped and recoated, and it should look really nice. All right, so we have everything sandblasted. That's all the stuff for the, I guess you'd say, undercarriage that we're doing. And then here's the valve cover. I'm gonna go ahead and knock the valve cover out first. So let's get some masking done. Our catch can and fittings have to be masked off. Of course, the whole underside. And then some of these threaded holes that we need for the coil packs. I'll go ahead, mask those off or plug those as well. And then this is gonna go chrome first and then purple on top of the chrome. It's gonna look freaking amazing when it's all finished up, and I'm very, very excited to show you guys. I always thought an all chrome valve cover would look pretty nice. So here it is, we sprayed it out, we put it in the oven, we baked it, pulled it back out, gotta let it cool down for a bit. Imagine this on a very nice clean bay. Like this on the Blue 8 would probably look insane. Let's let it cool down for a bit. I already have the purple loaded up in our gun here. Now, you do need to be careful if you're gonna do a transparent color, if you're doing a color over a chrome or polished base. You need equal coverage, I guess, equal thickness, or else you're gonna end up with a non-consistent look. So the heavier the color goes on, the darker it's gonna be. The lighter it goes on, the lighter it will be. Well, I just pulled her back out of the oven. Bobby, good choice on the color. This thing turned out so damn nice. The problem is though, the other two purple things in the bay are not gonna match. We can take care of that later on. And I think eventually she does want the Brembos to go the same like candy purple color as well, which I think is a good choice. It's gonna look really good on the black. I feel like I got nothing done today, so I'm gonna come back in the morning and we can make some more progress. So I'll see you guys then. All right, day 2. Let's make some solid progress. So here's what we're gonna do. Valve cover's done. We just gotta put the baffles back in it. These parts I didn't powder coat last night, so we're gonna go and get these all sprayed out. I need a bigger oven. I should probably just order one, but they're like 5K, 5 to 6K. I know you can build them, kind of a pain in the ass. If we had a big oven, we could do all this at once someday soon. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff sprayed out first thing this morning. And I did buy something from the store that we were debating yesterday. I did decide to grab some new front hubs as well. Spendy, but might as well do them while everything's apart. Oh boy, we got the valve cover on. It's not that big of a difference versus the other two items. It's definitely a little bit brighter, more vibrant of a color, and I think it looks perfect on this build. But cover's on. MAP, honestly a while ago, sent over some titanium valve cover hardware that they came out with. It's just plain silver, so it's kind of just been laying around waiting for the right build to go on. I think it looks nice on here. Of course, usually we run the JDC titanium hardware, which is all colored to whatever you want. But on this build, I think that nice plain silver looks pretty nice. While the car's on the ground, let's go ahead and tackle this giant mess of wiring. Not very fun, so let's get it knocked out. Made a ton of progress up top here. All wiring is complete, fuel line's done, power steering is hooked back up. Let's go ahead and knock out everything underneath. So we have the spindles, hubs, the rotors, the brakes, all that good stuff, CV axles. Let's get all that finished up right now. I do need to grab spark plugs before we can attempt a first start, but we're almost there, getting real close. I also do want to clean out the oil cooler because it's got a ton of the old milky oil in it, which I don't really want going through our brand new motor. So everything to do with the suspension and drivetrain, all that good stuff is done. Let's pop off the intercooler. Look at all this milky nastiness that is draining out of this thing. So I'm gonna pop it off and I'm gonna take off the lines and fill it up with gasoline. I'm gonna let it sit and soak with gas in it for a while. Hopefully get all of that, or at least the majority of that stuff, out of the core. Well, I left the shop, got the plugs that we needed, and then completely spaced that I have a birthday party to attend tonight. So no first start today. Kind of disappointing. Really wish we could be driving the car right now because that was the goal. But it is what it is. First thing tomorrow, we are going to get a first start, provided everything goes as planned. There's not much to do. Fluids, install the radiator, build the oil pressure, install plugs, cold start for the boys, moon tune, whole ass. Goodbye.